In winter of 2016, Jordan Brand finally introduced a true remastered take on the Air Jordan 11. That means the original shape, the original dimensions, the original materials, even an original shoebox, down to the tissue paper. Now finally, after dropping the Space Jams and the Concords in two Win-Like 82 and Win-Like 96 iterations, the brand is finally ready to drop the Bred 11s. Let's take a closer look. What's going on, guys? You're watching Sneaker News on YouTube, and today we're taking a closer look at the Bred 11s. Before we do that, just do us a quick favor, hit that subscribe button, and let's get right to it. Also, a special thanks to Stadium Goods for lending us this pair for review. If you guys want to buy a pair right now, just check the links below. So the Bred 11s really don't need an introduction, but we will go over just the basics and as well as what you should expect when you cop these. The official release date is December the 14th. The retail price is $220, and the Bred 11s will be available in adult sizes, grade school sizes, little kid sizes, toddler, preschool, crib sizes. They're going all the way. So again, December 14th, just check the links below for the latest as well as the store list. So again, Bred 11s, not really a surprise. You know, people just kind of predicted that these would drop in December of 2019. The shoe also acts as a 10th anniversary celebration of Air Jordan 11 drops in December. And what we mean by that is every December for the last 10 years, Jordan Brand dropped an Air Jordan 11 retro sneaker, and it pretty much took the world by storm. It was the reason why there were crazy campouts at malls and cops were called, and people just really desperately needed to have this shoe. And up until recently, the Air Jordan 11 was considered the best shoe of the year, even though it's just a re-release of an original existing colorway. And the Concords of 2018 actually broke records. It's the single best-selling Nike release of all time. That's specifically the 2018 retro. And if you think about it, in Nike's decades-long history, that's a pretty impressive task. But the Bred 11s are poised to eclipse that number, because some will argue that the black and red is just more popular than the white and black, although that's up for debate. Why don't you let us know in the comments which original colorway of the Air Jordan 11 you think is the best? We're a little biased toward the black and red because 72-10 season and all that, but we digress. Again, here's what's new about the Air Jordan 11 Retro. They've maintained the original shape and dimensions of the shoe, and the one thing that really caught people's eyes was the height of the mudguard. And when it first debuted in the Space Jams in 2016, the internet went wild. They just thought it was like the worst thing ever, but upon comparison to the OG pairs and putting them side by side with, like, let's say a 2011 pair, you can definitely notice that this is definitely more true to the original. So we like the fact that the cut of the Air Jordan 11 now is a little bit higher and more truer to the original from the 2009 to 2014 era, where they were a little bit shorter. So in terms of the shoes being available on market, it's really not anything new. So as you know, the Bred 11s originally released in 1996. The first retro came in 2001 with the silver and black box with MJ's face. And it didn't release again until 2008, but it came in a countdown pack with the Taxi 12s. It didn't release on its own again until 2012, and now it's finally returning in 2019. If you've copped the Space Jams and the Concords in the past, you already know what to expect. We are very impressed with the quality and the materials on these. Again, some things to note is that the little dimples that you can see in the midsole. Again, it depends on which pair you get. You can see the little indents that pop out of the mudguard, but if you've owned an original pair that was kind of consistent with those two, it's just a manufacturing thing. One thing that people have been somewhat upset about is this, and that's a carbon fiber. The originals were silver and black, almost like a dark gray and black, and as you can see here, it's more of a white and black. Now it's just a color detail, but for people who are spending $220 on what's supposed to be a true replica of the original, this is a detail that they just could not look over, and we understand why people are upset. But outside of that, it's a pretty solid retro. We like the fact that it comes with the OG, cardboard brown with the red and black. There's a black tissue paper on the inside. Shoe trees are definitely not an OG thing, but they've brought them back in red. And if you own the 2012 retro, you've noticed that it's the same red from that pair as well. And one nice little detail is each pair comes with a note card that just basically talks about the history of their 11 and why it's so important. And in terms of like hype and resale, 11s just don't go as high as they used to, simply because Jordan made enough pairs to go around. Like I said before, they're really positioning this shoe to beat out the Concords of last year to be the best-selling Nike release of all time. And then we'll see how that goes. Most people do like the Concords over the Breds. We're a little more partial to these just because everything about the shoe is the 72-10 season. So again, December 14th, $220. It will be available in all full family sizes. Please check the links below if you want to learn more, and we'll catch you in the next video.